What's up, guys? Okay, we are in Cherokee County, North Carolina, with Jason Harley Klopfer, I believe it is. On December 13th, 2022, he was shot twice by the Cherokee Indians Police and the SWAT team. They, for whatever reason, showed up at his home late and threw a drone in there to see what was going on, and when he threw it back, all hell broke loose. So we're going to start here. This was 2 years ago. We're going to work our way to current day. Here we go. Yes, there's a donkey out there in the pasture over there.
What's going on? Hello? 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 What is going on? I don't know.
This is video camera inside his residence that he has set up. He just picked up the drone that they threw in there.
What the fuck?
I think some fireworks or something had been set off earlier, and somebody said they thought there was either somebody was shooting a gun or something, and these two were having an argument or something. Hands up. Hands are up. Bam. And per usual, they shoot a shit ton and hit him twice.
I'm shot! What the hell? I'm shot! He's shot! What the hell did you do? Fuck! He's dead! I'm shot! I'm shot! He's shot! He's shot! Go, go, go! I'm shot! No! He's dead! He's shot! I'm shot! He's disabled! He's shot! He's shot!
He is shot, and he's still trying to drag himself out so they don't come in there and shoot him again. Also, I'd like to note 70% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button.
Cherokee police, am I here now? Yourself! Cherokee police, am I here now? Yourself! You have your best. Yes, they're on their way. You shot me right here. Where are you here at? Take my gun. Okay, the ambulance is on its way. I have no gun then. Hey, mister, hey, start working on him. God damn it. Hey, start working on him now. Right here. Where's the robot at? Where's the robot? Right here, behind us. Take the ground thing now. When you come out with it in your hands, I'm like, you all sure. Hey, all we got is shots fired here at the house. We got one in the turning helmet on. Let's do it, take the trees just to make sure. I'll leave that right there. Leave it. Hey, did you shoot? Yeah. stand by right here, okay? Hey, I go back towards the throat camera, man. Let's do a second or two. Fuck. Bro, fuck.
Fuck, yeah. They realized, guess what? You're on candid camera. Camera. Shush. Be quiet. We gotta figure out how we're gonna spin this shit now. Are we gonna steal it and say there was no camera there? They're not. I'm just saying. That's what they're thinking. And it was at the point they saw the camera they decided not to plant the gun. I'm just saying, likely. I don't know. Allegedly. This is the Cherokee County Sheriff's Department's official press release about the shooting of Jason Harley KLOPFER, a disabled man who was unarmed and complying with commands of law enforcement officers when he was shot. This should be good. Oh, they're not even going to say it. They're going to make you read it. Anyway, you can go enlarge this or go to Google and find it. I'm not going to read all that. But yes, it's some BS about how they were scared for their life and pretty sure it was probably an accident and shit. When the SWAT team and the police department suspected shooter engaged in a verbal altercation with officers and emerged from a camper trailer and confronted officers. Members of the Cherokee Indian Police SWAT team fired upon the suspect and wounded him. That is a complete lie. I mean, they did fire upon him, but he didn't. Yeah. Oh, fuck, yeah. Guess what? And that's where they have apparently stopped that one. Not sure why. It has ended like that, but yeah. Looking around, figuring, thinking, how we gonna spin this one. Anyway, next.
A special prosecutor decides Cherokee's SWAT team members who shot an unarmed man after he opened the door of his home will not face criminal charges.
Will not face criminal charges. That's the thin blue line discount.
The case has spurred heated conversation around individual civil rights and the officers.
News 13's Kimberly King joins us now live in the studio. And Kim, you spoke with Jason KLOPFER's attorney who has filed a civil suit.
Tammy, that's right. And the trial is set for 2025.
They've, I think, at least admitted they shot him. So he's very upset.
He is Jason KLOPFER.
I would imagine getting woke up in the middle of the night and getting shot would piss, I don't know, everybody off.
KLOPFER.
What's going on?
Surveillance footage in his camper he recorded himself shows he and his wife were asleep.
Whoa, hello?
His attorney said Jason got up to follow Cherokee Indian Police SWAT cops' order.
Come outside, Jason.
He can be seen picking up an officer's robotic camera put in the house to surveil after a neighbor alleged hearing shots. But his attorney says that's false. Seconds later, with the robotic camera in his hand, following instructions, he comes out.
And if you're coming out to do harm to them, why would you come out with a gun and raise your hands above your head?
As you can imagine.
Shoot first, ask questions later. That's all they're about. That's why I keep saying they don't need all those carriers and vests and all that shit on their back belt. They're gonna use one thing, and it's gonna be a fucking gun.
Imagine it shakes your faith in the system when law enforcement officers who are sworn to uphold peace and law and protect citizens
Such a joke.
show up at your house for no reason. When they finally wake you up at 4:57 in the morning, they got shot.
Attorney Ellis Boyle says an email sent to an officer's attorney confirmed.
There would be no charges filed.
Ellis only learning days ago, though he says the email shows the special prosecutor decided more than 2 months ago.
law enforcement officers should not be considered above the law.
They are. We see it every single day. We see that.
Public sentiment the same.
How can you gun down 2 unarmed civilians and not face prosecution? The hits just keep on rolling in Cherokee County. Hey, everybody's a civilian. Again, if you're not a member of the armed forces, you're civilian. Cops are civilian. People need to stop this.
How can you gun down 2 unarmed civilians and not face prosecution? One writes, dude had his hands up and they opened fire. These officers need to be held accountable. Glad this guy had a camera. An email from the director for the Conference of District Attorneys confirmed the specially appointed prosecutor would not be seeking charges.
The only recourse that's left of my clients is to go in the civil justice system in federal court in Western District of North Carolina.
KLOPFER's attorney shared that there's unreleased body cam footage that he has reviewed that will come out at the trial that he says shows his client laying on the ground, bleeding, looking up at the sky, thinking he's going to die.
Yes, I have been looking for that, and I'm going to continue to look for it.
We'll continue to follow the case as it moves forward in a civil trial.
All right, so present day.
A man shot by officers in Cherokee County, North Carolina back in December has filed a federal lawsuit. His own security video shows Jason KLOPFER and his wife answering the door just moments before the SWAT team opened fire. They reportedly suspected a domestic hostage situation after neighbors complained he was shooting fireworks. The lawsuit names the Sheriff's Department and several employees and is asking a jury for $75,000 in punitive damages on at least 25 different counts. You can read the lawsuit on our website.
Yes, I did. It's a quite long one, so let's go here. Unarmed North Carolina man shot by SWAT settles for $10 million with Cherokee entities. Over 2 years after he was shot by SWAT team members outside of his home while unarmed, a North Carolina man has reached a settlement with the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians in Cherokee County. Jason Harley KLOPFER has reached a $10 million settlement with the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians in Cherokee County, ending his chances of a federal trial. A release from the Cherokee County government says $5 million of that sum will come from the Eastern Band. The other $5 million will come from the county. The county's insurer will cover the majority of the amount owed by the county except for the $5,000 deductible. Wonder where that's coming from. Oh, taxpayers. Well, taxpayers are going to pay for all of it, but SWAT team members who shot an unarmed man twice outside of his North Carolina home will not face any criminal charges, a special prosecutor has ruled. Now the man's attorney says he's moving forward with a civil lawsuit in the case. KLOPFER's attorney, Ellis Boyle, said this lawsuit is the only option they have. Now the only recourse that we have left with this is the civil justice system, Boyle said. This shooting happened 12 days before Christmas in 2022 after a neighbor of Jason Harley KLOPFER called 911 saying they were concerned he had hurt his wife after hearing gunshots. A video recorded on a camera KLOPFER had inside his home showed he and his wife were asleep when a Cherokee Indian police SWAT team demanded KLOPFER come out with his hands up. KLOPFER's home camera showed him picking up a robotic camera police had placed inside before he opened the camper door. They didn't place it. Place it would be walking in and setting it in there. They threw it in there. We saw it. They threw a robot in the home, and when my client walked outside with his hands up, they shot him, Boyle said. The incident was caught on video. Watch below. We've already watched it. KLOPFER was shot twice, with one bullet going through his chest and cutting through his stomach and lining of his heart, cracking his ribs and leaving shrapnel on his chest. Court records showed a second bullet struck just above KLOPFER's elbow. It's a wonder he didn't get killed. In a court filing, the Cherokee Indian Police Department says officers say they saw what looked like a weapon in Jason KLOPFER's hand before they fired on him. They always say that. I thought he had a weapon. Fear for my life. Fear for my safety. But his attorney says it was the drone sent in by law enforcement that KLOPFER was actually holding. And if he had a gun, why would he come out and put his hands up? KLOPFER was initially charged with 2 misdemeanors as Cherokee County Sheriff's deputy said he engaged in a verbal fight with them. He did not. They brought false charges against my client, and they would have pursued them, and they would have prosecuted and convicted him on false charges. Absolutely, they do it every day. Days later, KLOPFER released the video footage taken inside his house. His charges were dropped soon after. Kimberly Spahos, executive director of North Carolina Conference of District Attorneys, appointed a special prosecutor, Lance Sigmund, to review the case. Spahos confirms Sigmund decided on December 18th not to file criminal charges against any of the officers at the scene that night, which is why they keep doing it. She didn't elaborate on why Sigmund came to the decision after reviewing the State Bureau of Investigation's case file. Boyle said, as you might imagine, it shakes your faith in the system when law enforcement officers who are sworn to uphold peace and law show up at your house for no reason, and when they finally wake you up at 4:57 in the morning, they get shot. Law enforcement officers should not be considered above the law. They are absolutely above the law. We see it every single day. Boyle says the federal civil lawsuit will be tried in the Western District of North Carolina and is set to begin in the summer of 2025. You can read the full lawsuit below. We're not going through all that. But, yeah. I'm just saying, they will shoot you. They will kill you. You think they care? They don't care. They do not care. They do not care one bit. And then they realize they were on hidden camera. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, 70% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. You got your phone in your hand, you're at your laptop, click the button, and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.